sometimes hard to figure out what the root cause of some of these issues. I mean, it all comes back to COVID one way or another, right? But I've been thinking for a long time that the fact that the Bruins were playing in Toronto and the Celtics were playing in Florida was and that their seasons, for all intents and purposes, were basically cut short back in March, was going to have huge consequences for all kinds of restaurants and other establishments that depend on the traffic that's associated with lots of Bruins games, lots of Celtics games, and the aforementioned concerts and stuff like that for a big piece of their business. You also have all the places just around this building, right, that depended historically on the State House being open and people coming in and out as their primary source of customers day in and day out. Those things, some of them relate to, they all relate to COVID, but they relate to COVID in different ways. And I think it's, you know, it's heartbreaking to see the way some of this plays out. But if the customers aren't there, then the rules, on some level, really aren't at the end of the day, aren't going to solve the problem. We continued our conversations with the restaurant community about things we might be able to do to continue to help them going forward. We've advocated for and signed several pieces of legislation that were designed specifically to make it possible for restaurants to find a way to work during this very difficult period. Some of that legislation involved giving local officials the ability to change the way some of their rules work so that they could enhance or expand or put together outside dining opportunities and curbside opportunities and takeout for some of the restaurants in their communities. It stinks. It stinks. A lot of this stinks, but it comes with, it's part of what comes with COVID. And honestly, it's why we've been so aggressive about trying to get this notion across that the most important thing we need to do as a Commonwealth is to beat this thing back. Because the more we beat it back, the more opportunity it is for people to feel comfortable that they can do some of the things they were doing before. The issue with respect to live sports, I mean, the NFL and the NBA and the NHL and Major League Baseball, under the best of circumstances, are playing a completely different kind of game when it comes to crowds and attendance than they were playing before. And that has a ripple effect all over the economy. And the fact that most people don't travel much anymore has huge ripples on our economy. I mean, Logan Airport was doing 450,000 passengers a day before this. Now they do about 50,000. Just think about all the people that means aren't coming in and out of the airport and staying in hotels and going to conferences and going to restaurants and making presentations, and the economic consequences of the virus, period, even with things that are open and available to customers, is profound and significant and, in many cases, incredibly distressing.